Now, since we already have the value for the stiffness matrix minus omega squared times the mass matrix, the next step is we need to determine what is this B. Oh, we forgot the minus 0.25 B here. Minus 0.25 B. Okay. Sorry for that one. So this is the complete matrix. So we need to determine what is this B. So how are we gonna be able to solve this one? Well, we can solve this one by getting the determinant of this matrix. We need to get the determinant of the stiffness matrix minus omega squared times the mass matrix. Okay, so this symbol here, it means that we need to get the determinant of this matrix. Now, to get the determinant of the matrix, you can either use the Cramer's rule or the basket method. So we have the Cramer's rule or the basket method. At times, the basket method is quite easier. For example, we have our three-story or a 3 by 3 matrix here. So we can just easily write that. And then, therefore, we'll have this is from the this is from the using the basket method in calculating or in solving the determinant of the system. So by the way, the determinant of this matrix that is equal to 0. So we have here the determinant is we will obtain a value of 6,439.978 minus b times the 9,428.39 minus 0.5 b times the 5,169.146 minus 0.25 b plus 0. So I'll just write here 0 because one of the item there is 0. So the any number multiplied to 0, that will become 0. And then we have a plus 0 and then a minus 6,439.978 minus b times negative 5,169.146 times negative 5,169.146 and minus negative 4,259.245 minus 4,259.245 times quantity 5,169.146 minus 0.25 b. So we forgot to write the b there. 25 b. Okay. And then this is minus 0. The last one is minus 0. And then this is equal to 0. We just distribute the values there. You can just simplify that out. And then we are left with 48 million 12,000. No, this is 48 billion 12 million 422,100 minus 49,305,611.4 b plus 5,746.668 b squared minus 0.125 b cubed is equal to 0. Now, if you're going to use your scientific calculators in determining the roots of this one, so since this is a cubic equation, therefore we will have three roots. We have b1, b2, and b3. This corresponds to the three natural frequencies, therefore our three mode shape factors. So in the calculation, we'll have three roots from this given cubic equation. And then let's say that our b1 is our smallest value. Take note of that our b1 should be the smallest value. We call this our fundamental frequency. So that B1 is equal to 1115.211, and then our B2 is the 9833.654, and our B3 is equal to 35,024.479. Now, if you remember, we were asked to find the natural frequencies and as well the natural time period of the system. If you remember that our B is equal to omega squared. Now to solve for the natural frequency omega, that is just equal to the square root of the B. Since there are three B's, therefore we have three natural frequencies. So for the first one, we have the omega 1 square root of the B1. Or the square root of 1115.211, that is equal to 33.395 radians per seconds. And then our second natural frequency, that is just the square root of B2. So that is equal to 99.165 radians per seconds. And lastly, our third natural frequency, which is the square root of B3, that is equal to 187.148 radians per seconds. So this is our natural frequencies. Next, our period, our time period. No, if you remember the T is equal to 2 pi over the omega. So since there are three omega, therefore we have also three time period. So the first one, we have the 2 pi over omega 1, that is equal to 0.188 seconds. As the second time period, that is the 2 pi over omega 2, is equal to 0.063 seconds. And our third time period, which is equal to 2 pi over omega 3, is equal to 0.034 seconds. So there we already have our, we're able to extract, no, we're able to simplify the stiffness matrix minus omega squared times the mass matrix, and then we're able to solve the unknown B. So by applying the determinant, and then from the determinant, we have a cubic equation there, and we're able to solve three roots from that given cubic equation. Then, afterwards, we're able to solve the natural frequencies, these three natural frequencies, and as well the three natural time period. Next is, we'll be able now to solve the Mochi factor of our system.